forward. Okay, so in no-gi, I don't have sleeve and collar options, obviously, so I'm here like with these kind of grips, you know, without breaking them down. But in terms of fighting 2-on-1, we all already know that 2-on-1 or arm drag this way equals going to his back. We all get that. But it's like there's this version, like this. This is different than this, and this is different than this. Okay? Especially in the full guard. In the more open guards, I can use the more open arm drags and move around him more openly, right? But when I'm in the full guard, because my legs are wrapped around him, my ankles are crossed, I don't have super mobility because I'm in guard, right? So anyways, when I want to get this, let's assume that my partner's pushing on my stomach like he should be, okay, but not leaning. Like the way that I want to, it's going to be hard to grab that. So what I want to do usually is I'm going to bridge, okay? So I'm going to bridge this guy up in the air and then suck it across and then I sit up. Again, I'm here. I don't just try and go and pull his arm, like, don't let me have your arm leave, but he'll pull it back and stuff, you know? So as he's here like that, I'll bridge, he keeps trying to push me down, and then I suck it back and I sit up as much as I can. Okay, so I sit all the way into him. Number one, what you can do is you can arm drag him, okay? So what I'm gonna have to do at this point is I'll open up my guard and you can start to arm drag. I pull his arm down to the ground, we're both on our elbows, and I'm gonna grab his hip bone. I don't grab his back. I don't have his arm at this point. Sometimes if you're super long, you can, but look, I'm way bigger than Levi and I can't reach it from this point, right? Not unless he gives his back this way or something, right? So when I'm at this point, I want to grab his hip bone. I want to grab his hip bone. I can't stress out enough. He tilts over this way. Okay, back to your knees, bud. So like, when I grab his back, he's less likely to go. When I grab his hip bone, or even sometimes outside of his hip, on his butt cheek this way, I can pull his hip over. I'm still trying to control his hip. So sometimes, back in the day when I was teaching kids guys with Levi, I used to talk about a scary movie. Like people always get dragged down the hallway, right? I'm trying to drag someone back down, I'm trying to drag them down the hallway. Okay, so like, I want you to think that sometimes it's not gonna be right away that you do it. I come here, I lift, I drag, and then I go pull, and then I'll have his back. That's if I'm gonna sit on my butt and expect that fight and that person to turn over and give me his back. If he doesn't, then obviously we get to this point, then I'm doing the normal thing, I'm climbing. So you can climb here, or you can climb here. And then I just climb up and I take my opponent's back, put my hooks in, I'm going belly down, feet together, hands underneath his stomach. If he refuses to be pulled over on his side, then fine, belly him down. That's the worst spot in jiu-jitsu. You'll get that reaction a lot, especially with people who are like wrestlers and judo guys and MMA guys. They won't turn there. So, you get him. So last time, I'm here, sorry. I try and close. I can drag, and then I grab the hip right here, pull, wrist and neck right away. I'm already trying to finish. Okay, and then I drag, he doesn't want to go down. I can post on his wrist or up on his hand like this, or grab the far side wrist, suck it to his belly and drive my feet together, knees to the mat. Watch this detail. Instead of getting stuck in there trying to choke, I post my elbow next to his head. Tuck your forehead, Levi. He doesn't want to get choked. So I slice my hand in front of him, roll my hand up, rear naked choke comes just like that. Boop, and I lay down on my other elbow. Watch that detail again, hide your head. I put my elbow, I just let go of his wrist. I put my elbow next to his head. He's hiding his head. People get stuck trying to hand fight here. This guy starts posting on his wrist, turning over, and you start to actually lose it. So as you're pushing in, I want to put your chest down, elbow right here. I peel my hand backwards so it lifts his head. My arm comes underneath, right into my shoulder, into my bicep, mate le'a. I lean on it, and that's how the choke works in that position, because I'm folding him over my arm. Different than just squeezing. Make sense, guys? Ready, set.